What is going on, good people of YouTube? I'm ImJslay. Thank you so much for joining me, and wherever you are, I hope you're having a great day. Today we're playing some Madden 21, but before we get into it, if you enjoy the content, leave a like rating, and if you'd like to see more, hit the subscribe button and turn the notification bell on to stay updated with all of my uploads. If you missed our previous video, I'll leave a link in the description of this video for you to go check it out. In it, I show you a money play out of trips tight end that you definitely want to add to your playbook. So for today's video, I have yet another coin making method, and this method is a little different from our previous methods. Now, I'll leave a card in the top right hand corner for you to click on those if you're interested in seeing them. You may not be able to make as many coins as I was able to make when I made the video, but there's still good methods to go check out. Now, those methods, we were actually using silver players and gold players to create other players to go into certain sets and then selling the components of those sets for coins. This method is completely different, and this method can actually be done over and over and over again with just a little bit of insight, a little bit of research. You can set yourself up to make a ton of coins. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to keep this concise. I'm going to try to keep this short and to the point. So I'm going to show you step by step exactly what you want to do. So the first thing we want to do is go into the type, and we want to come down and we want to select from either coaches, playbooks, stadiums, or uniforms. I'm going to show you at the end the uniforms, but right now we're going to click on stadiums. Now you can see some of these stadiums are up. That is super cheap. I'm going to actually buy this because I can I can sell this. Yeah, we won that for 2.8K. I can sell this for much more than that, and I'll figure that out later. If you see something like that, go ahead and jump on it. But let's come down to the team stadium, right? And what you want to do, this is a little bit of research that you want to do before you actually go through and do the method. So let's come down to the Raiders stadium. So this stadium is up for about 14.8K right now. The other two are relatively high for stadiums, 8.2K, 19.7K. 14.8 is relatively high also. Let's go to the Rams. Rams don't even have a stadium up right now. These are the things that you want to look for ahead of time. Let's come to the Panthers. This stadium's up for 18.4K, right? So these are the stadiums. These are the kinds of prices that you want to look for ahead of time before you do the method. Now that you know that, let's go ahead and show you step by step exactly what we want to do. So we're first going to come in, we're going to go down to quality, and we're going to go to the 80 to 81 overall cards. We want to scout out first. So there's Denzel Ward, who's a cornerback. We're looking for the 81 overall. So that's what we want to see. You've also got D Ford at a left end. So to narrow it down, as you can see, that card, Denzel Ward, still has 18 minutes left. This card has 6 minutes left. Most likely, if I go and narrow it down, I can find a cheaper card than those two. That is the goal, is to find these cards for as low as you possibly can. So you're going to also have to pay attention to the market, right? Here's a 5.7K Joe Hayden. We're going to go ahead and buy that. You saw that is exactly how you want to do it, right? So we've won Joe Hayden from the auction house. Now we want to actually pick up a second card. So you need to pick up 281 overall cards. So we're going to need to get a second one. 6K Jason McCourty. As you can see, we're narrowing it down by the buy now price too. So this is not terrible either. Let's go ahead and do that. So we got our first corner for what, 5.7K, this one for 6K. So we've spent what's that, 11.7K. So we'll just round it up and we'll call it 12K, right? Just to get nice even numbers here. So we've spent 12K. Now we've got the two cards that we need. So that's what you want to do first. Well, first, what you want to do is the research. Second, you want to go actually buy these cards. Then what we're going to do is we're going to back all the way out. It's going to show us the two cards that we just purchased. Not counting that one. So here's Joe Hayden. Now what we want to do is we want to go down to the bottom left-hand corner in the card menu, and we want to quick sell this for 230 training. So if you had 0 training to start with, we'll kind of just use that as an example. If we had 0 training, now we have 230. We want to do the same thing with Desmond Trufant. We want to quick sell this for 230 training. Now we have 460 training. Now let's go show why you needed to have 2 of these cards. So we're going to come to browse the store, and this is where the method is actually going to kind of take flight here. So we're going to come to training. Now we're going to go and purchase one of these uniforms, coaches, or stadiums that we have already previously scouted, and we know the price, right? So we're going to come to base stadiums fantasy pack. Now you can see these are 250 training. Just back out, show you. They're all 250 training, which is why you need to buy 2 to start with. Now going forward, for the next few times I do this, I'm only going to need to buy 1 more card to make sure that I stay above 250 training. That's the whole idea with it. Technically, you could buy a 76 overall gold card and quick sell it, but then you're just going to have to continuously buy 2 cards, and you might as well just go ahead and get it all done. That way you can go back and just buy 1 card for a cheaper price as opposed to having to keep buying 2. That's just my preference. That's up to you. So we're going to go buy base stadiums pack. We're going to confirm the purchase. This is a fantasy pack, so you can pick any stadium that you want to. It does not matter. So we already know we're looking for the Panthers, we're looking for the Rams, and we're looking for the Raiders, right? So the Rams did not have one. So I'm actually going to go over here and not buy the Rams. I'm going to buy the Panthers one because that price has kind of already been set, right? If I put 1 card up on the auction house for, say, 15,000 coins, which is what I'd be doing for the Rams, someone might buy it, but most likely they may kind of stick around and say, well, there's only 1 card up. Let's wait and see if someone puts another one up. There was already 2 Panther items that were up, right? And they were up for pretty substantial amounts, right? Keep in mind, I've spent 12,000 coins so far. If I sell this for 15,000 coins, I'm profiting roughly 1.7K, but I'm actually profiting way more than that because it's not equivalent for me adding the other amount that I spent for the 81 overall card to quick sell it for training, because I only needed 20 extra training, right? So believe it or not, I'm actually profiting about probably 8,000 coins right here just from doing this, because now I only have to go buy 1 other card, 1 extra, and I'm going to be able to do this over and over and over again, right? So I'm really actually profiting about 8,000 coins if I'm able to sell this card for 15,000 coins, right? So now we got the Panthers. Now we're going to go here. We're going to auction it. We're going to go all the way over. We're going to put it up for 15,000. Make sure you put it up for 8 hours. You know, doing this method, you don't want to already be starved for coins, right? I mean, yeah, you could be, but you're going to have to be patient. This isn't something that's going to make you coins like that, right? You're going to have to be patient when you do this. Put it up for 8 hours. I can promise you it's going to sell. I'll show you the one that I did last night, and I actually have recorded this video literally just 10 minutes ago, and my audio completely corrupted, so that's why I'm doing this again. So I've actually got some cards that are already up in the uniform variety, right? So let's come down, we'll show you my auctions. So these are the ones that we've got up right now. Just the Panthers Stadium that I just told you, and then we've just posted a Panthers uniform and a Vikings uniform, right? So I did the same method for these 2. If all 3 of these sell, that's really profiting me about 24,000 coins when you kind of do the math on it. This one right here that I sold last night, this dark Panthers uniform, I sold it for 15,200 coins. So the method works. You've got to make sure, though, that you do look to make sure those 81 overall cards are not too expensive. Now is the perfect time to do it. And then you also want to make sure that the uniform or the stadium that you're buying is not a stadium or uniform that sells for, say, 8K, because then you're not really going to be profiting anything at all, right? So you want to look to maximize those profits, which is why you want to do the little bit of research ahead of time. So that's the method. That's how you do it. Let's recap it, right? I don't think I've missed anything. I think I've kind of gone over everything. First thing you want to do, figure out what uniform, figure out what stadium that you want to do. Second thing you want to do is come down to the quality. You want to go to the 80 to 81 overalls. You want to scout the first 81 overall that you see, which is a kicker here. So then you want to come into corners are usually pretty safe right now. Let's actually come down to the corners. So you want to narrow this down so you get the cheapest price available. Don't worry about the 80s. There's a 5.9K corner. That will do just fine. You could grab him and Joe Hayden. Once again, that's right at the 12,000 mark, 12,000 coin mark. Then you're going to quick sell those, right? pretend we quick sold. So we got 460,000 coins. Then we're going to come to browse the store. We're going to come over here to training, and we're going to buy whatever we scouted ahead of time, whether that was the light uniforms, the dark, the coaches, or the stadiums. Buy that with the 250 training. Now, after doing that, I'm still going to have, how much? 210 training left over. So if I go buy another 81 overall card for 5.7 or 6K, I'm still getting above that 250,000 coins, and I can then turn around and sell that uniform, that stadium, the coach, and hopefully make a lot of coins. The reason you want to actually look for different uniforms, different coaches, is because let's say you just bought let's say you bought 10 Panthers uniforms. You're not going to be able to put them up on the auction house and sell every single one of them for 15,200 coins. It's just not going to happen. People are going to see that many up there. Somebody's going to go post one that's going to completely undercut it. You may end up selling them, but the better strategy is to go ahead and buy different ones. That way they don't all show up on the same thing, right? So that's the strategy there. You can kind of even take that further by doing different coaches, different stadiums, so on and so forth, as you've seen me do here. I think that made a lot of sense. I'm at 12 minutes right now. I was hoping to shoot for about 6 to 7 minutes. I like to ramble. I like to talk. Don't crucify me for that. I'm just trying to be thorough and make sure that everybody understands, because there's a lot of coins to be made with this method right here. I can promise you, you saw it last night. People are going to buy those uniforms. Just go out and do it. Get that bread. That's going to do it here for me today, though. I hope you did enjoy the video. If you have any questions, any comments, anything that didn't make sense, leave that down in the comment section down below. Love interacting with you down there. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like rating. It helps me out tremendously. And if you enjoy the content, hit the subscribe button and turn the notification bell on to stay updated with all of my uploads. I'm jslayyfitness. I'm signing out today. I'll catch you all on my next video. Please tell me it didn't corrupt this time.